Well, I've had my Himalayan now for about 6 months, and I have about 9,500 miles on it, and finally got my fuel economy numbers together for about 58 fill-ups, and I thought some of you might be interested. This is just a little table to help you see what I've been doing. I run about 2.72 gallons per fill-up and 168 miles. That's just how I ride right now. Average fuel economy, the number that everybody's looking for, has been about 62 miles per gallon or 74 miles per imperial gallon for those of you in Britain. 26 kilometers per liter for most of the rest of the world. And here I've been paying about 3.25 per gallon if anybody's interested. That has a couple premium fill-ups by mistake, so it's pretty close to that. And the total is within probably 10 bucks of $483, and that makes 5 cents per mile the cost of fuel for the bike, which is pretty darn cheap. I've included a few conversions down there. Now that 62 miles per gallon is a bulk fuel economy number. Here are all the fuel economies for the runs. Now I had more runs than this, but a few of them were missing pieces of data, so I took what I could get that had full data and I put it in this chart for you. If you see that you're around 70 miles per gallon, I was taking it pretty easy, maybe 25 to 45 miles an hour on dirt back roads around my house. Anywhere where we're looking at 60 miles per gallon, those are 30 to 50 mile an hour roads ish, probably paved roads again. And then anywhere where it's below 50 miles per gallon or down in that range, I was pretty much flat out on the freeway. So this gives you kind of a feel. And then I included kilometers per liter in there as well. That's just a straight conversion. I've been wondering what the max range is on the bike, and I didn't want to run the fuel dry, but I did use all of that fuel economy data and calculated it assuming for the max range here that I was using 15.5 liters, which is what the Himalayan lists in the manual as the max that would be available. And then on the other side, the lower graph here is assuming that the tank is actually the smallest of the tanks that they would offer, which is 14.5. That's not a different size tank. That's just a variability that they state. And then I said, well, we're going to leave a liter in the tank, assuming that's what needs to be in there. I don't know if that's a good assumption or a bad assumption, but that's what I put. And there you go. There's the range. It's pretty darn good. 280 miles on the top end. Well, I think that's good anyway. Another YouTuber, Uncle Voodoo, has a 2021 Himalayan, and it's loaded up a bit, and it has some fuel cans and some panniers. But anyway, he stated that he got 288 miles or 463 kilometers. That's 70 with 72 miles per gallon, and the conversion for kilometers is in there. And the gallons used was 4, which makes 15.14 liters used, which is right in the middle of what the Himalayan says they have available. So that gives you some kind of a comparison too. So looks like we're in the right ballpark. I hope you find this useful. If you do, hit like, hit subscribe, make a comment, do something, and we'll see you next time.